afternoon, and thanks for watching News 3 Now Live at 4. We continue to follow the latest on the coronavirus pandemic.
Governor Evers wrapped up another press conference this afternoon, and Amanda Quintana has an update.
Yes, I want to start by giving an update on the amount of cases we're seeing in the state. We are now at 906 positive tests and 15 deaths. That includes the first death in Sauk County. Dane County has 138 positive cases, including 1 death. Milwaukee reported 2 more deaths today after reporting 4 deaths in the span of 24 hours the day before. Governor Evers is taking steps to make sure people can still vote on April 7th while staying inside, asking lawmakers to vote to send every voter an absentee ballot.
And folks, let me be clear, this isn't a Republican or Democrat issue. This is an issue that faces our democracy. I don't care who gets the credit. I just want to make sure that everyone has a chance to cast their ballot this April.
But Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald says this isn't logistically feasible, saying, quote, the legislature on both sides of the aisle has to know this is ridiculous. In pitching this idea, the governor is lying directly to Wisconsinites about this even being remotely possible. Acting like this is doable is a hoax. Governor Evers also announced an emergency order to suspend evictions and foreclosures during the public health emergency. DHS experts say these new cases are people infected before the Safer at Home order went into place. It will be several weeks before we see results from staying at home.
All right, Amanda, thank you. The U.S. now has more reported cases of the coronavirus than any other country in the world. There are more than 86,000 cases across all 50 states. Doctors and nurses on the front lines of the coronavirus fight say New York City hospitals are overwhelmed and look like war zones. Several have makeshift morgues set up outside.
Trying to fight for everyone else's life, but we're also fighting for our lives as well, because we're also at the highest risk of exposure. And many shifts that I've left from, after finishing my shift, I've cried.
New York's governor believes the number of COVID cases will peak in New York in about 3 weeks. Public health officials fear Los Angeles will be as hard hit as New York in the coming weeks. Today, the naval hospital ship Mercy docked in the city's port. The 1,000-bed ship is expected to take on patients without coronavirus. The U.S. Surgeon General predicts the worst is still to come for Detroit, Chicago, and New Orleans.
Dane County has reached over 130 cases of coronavirus, which local leaders say are spread across the community. Our Gabriela Becerra joins us live with how Dane County residents are urged to follow the governor's Safer at Home order. Gabby?
Charlotte, Dane County residents with smartphones may have received a public safety alert today. That's because local leaders are stressing the importance of staying home, saying that it's only going to get worse before it gets better. Dane County Executive Joe Parisi and Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway say to expect to come into contact with people with coronavirus when you go out. This is because not everyone is being tested, and some people don't even show symptoms. The best way for people to help the county get through the coronavirus is to simply stay home. And when you do go out, try to maintain best social distancing practices.
All about flattening the curve. And it is going to get worse before it gets better. But how much worse is up to us.
But the more we can do now, the better we'll be in the long run. So I'm incredibly grateful to everyone for complying with these guidelines.
Those who are more at risk, including those who are older or have underlying health conditions, as well as healthcare professionals, will receive testing first. Dane County was graded an A for its social distancing practices, and Parisi says that's thanks to action that was taken early on. Both Parisi and Rhodes Conway want to thank the community for stepping up quickly.
Gabby, thank you.
President Trump has signed the massive Phase 3 stimulus legislation. After the House passed the measure, cash could be in America's pockets as soon as next week. Skylar Henry is on Capitol Hill, where the road to passage hit a speed bump.
And this will deliver urgently needed relief to our nation's families, workers, and businesses.
The package gives up to $1,200 directly to most working Americans, expands unemployment insurance, provides hundreds of billions to businesses both big and small, and delivers immediate financial relief to hospitals.
I object on the basis that a quorum is not present.
Kentucky Republican Thomas Massey pressed for a recorded vote on the measure.
I came here this week to make sure our republic doesn't die in an empty chamber by unanimous consent.
But party leaders got the bill over the finish line with a voice vote.
The motion is adopted.
President Trump bashed Congressman Massey's objection on Twitter. He also used Twitter to call on General Motors and Ford to produce more ventilators. Ford says it's pulling out all the stops, and GM says it's working around the clock to meet the urgent need. At the same time, the president and some of his health experts are pushing back on estimates from some state and local leaders requesting more ventilators.
The models in many cases are way off. In New York City, we actually have people on the ground who have told us that there are 1,000 ventilators sitting in a warehouse right now that haven't been used.
President Trump says he's still assessing ways to get parts of the country back to work, but his top health officials say the data will determine those decisions. Skyler Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And President Trump says he'll travel to Norfolk, Virginia tomorrow to send off the Navy hospital ship, the USNS Comfort, to New York. Another ship, UNS Mercy, arrived in California today.
Pope Francis is reaching out to the faithful with a blessing that is usually offered only on Easter and Christmas. Standing before an empty St. Peter's Square, the Pope compared the pandemic to a dark storm that has taken over our lives. He prayed to the Holy Father, asking him to open his heart to hope. With Italy under lockdown, Pope Francis will celebrate Holy Week services at the Vatican, including the Good Friday procession that is normally held at Rome's Colosseum. The coronavirus has hit Italy especially hard. COVID-19 has killed more than 9,000 people, and officials announced Friday the 44th physician has died in Italy from the virus.
Tesla CEO Elon Musk is donating hundreds of ventilators produced by his company to the city and state of New York. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio confirmed the news in a tweet Friday, saying officials there need, quote, every ventilator we can get our hands on these next few weeks to save lives. A curfew goes into effect in Miami, Florida tonight as authorities work to contain the spread of COVID-19. The curfew runs from 10 o'clock at night to 5 o'clock in the morning and excludes medical personnel and delivery workers. Let's head to the weather patio now. Chris Reese has a look at our weekend forecast. It could be kind of stormy.
Yeah, we could see some storms as we move into tomorrow. That's going to be the big focus of the forecast. Right now, we've been looking at the fact that Friday has been dry after yesterday was such a soggy day around here, but we have seen some peaks of sun through the cloud cover, so that has been good news. But we are going to continue to watch the skies headed into tomorrow and tomorrow afternoon. Heavy rain will also be possible as these showers and thunderstorms come through, and then beyond that, it is pleasant days that we are going to be watching as we head into the week ahead. Here's Doppler track right now, just showing you how things have been dry throughout most of Wisconsin, and actually most of the upper Midwest has been dry as we have gone through much of this afternoon. We are starting to see some showers and thunderstorms form across parts of Missouri and into Illinois. That is where the strong to severe thunderstorms are expected as we head through the rest of tonight. Tomorrow and tomorrow evening, we begin to watch that severe risk shift a little bit further towards the north, perhaps impacting us here in south central Wisconsin. It is with that in mind that we have put an alert day in the forecast for your Saturday. Of course, we're going to be breaking that all down as far as timing and what you can expect as we come a little bit further into the show. I want to show you guys traffic so far. Things continue to move smoothly. There's not a lot of traffic on the roads with a lot of folks continuing to work from home and practice at social distancing. Thank you for doing so. It's keeping the traffic light. It's keeping us healthy, which is all good. So we are keeping things primarily green. You see a couple of brake lights showing up right around those intersections around campus. Park Street, right around Johnson and University, we always seem to see at least a little bit of a slowdown in those spots. We'll keep you up to date on that full forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Chris. There's more at 4 now that the stimulus package has been signed. How will all that money be distributed? And where does the $2 trillion+ come from? We'll get the answers when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Toyota's family stretches to every corner of this country. So you can trust us to be here for you as we remain committed to supporting our community. Because the Toyota family is stronger together. This is our pledge. We are here for you now and in all the better days ahead. Our sales and service centers are open and here for you. Ride safe. Toyota.
Go vote for Justice Daniel Kelly.
Who is Dan Kelly? On the Supreme Court, Dan Kelly rejected stronger anti-corruption rules and then ruled repeatedly in favor of his own wealthy campaign donors. There's a better choice. Jill Karofsky is a trial court judge, a former prosecutor, a victim advocate, and a mother of two.
On the Supreme Court, I'll make decisions based on the law and its impact on real people, not corporate donors.
Tough, fair, independent. Jill Karofsky for Supreme Court.
I'm bad. You're stronger than you know. So strong. You power through chronic migraine. 15 or more headache or migraine days a month. One tough mother. You're bad enough for Botox. Botox has been preventing headaches and migraines before they even start for almost 10 years and is the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine treatment. Botox is for adults with chronic migraine. 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Go on with your bad self. You may pay as little as $0 for Botox. Ask your doctor about Botox for chronic migraine.
You got this.
Every woman's health story is different. Every woman is unique. Your story is special, and your doctor should be too. One who's part of a women's health team, so your health story is all about you.
At Upland Hills Health, we focus on you. From PMS to menopause relief, we provide comprehensive women's health care services.
The care you need, near you, for you. Upland Hills Health. We help write new health stories every day.
At Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, we know that no two pets are the same. That's why each of our 5 southern Wisconsin locations is wall-to-wall with everything you and your pet need, including dog food, cat food, pet beds, thousands of toys, treats, and chews, and supplies for your small animals, birds, and reptiles, too. With so many options, finding what you need is easy. You gotta get down to Mounds and see for yourself. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar!
Well, for many people, Dr. Anthony Fauci has become the pragmatic, measured voice of the government's response to the coronavirus. And now he is the face of a tasty treat at a New York State donut shop. Donuts Delight in Rochester is getting orders from across the country for their donut featuring Fauci's image printed on edible paper. The donut shop's owner said he loved Fauci's message and thoughtfulness and wanted to say thanks. The shop has already sold thousands of the Fauci donuts. Churches, synagogues, and faith groups across America, including many in the Madison area, are turning to the internet to connect to their congregations.
The Orozovich family participated in Sunday Mass from their Hoboken, New Jersey living room, following along online. Their local parish has suspended the celebration of public Mass and is turning to the internet for help. Senior Pastor Alan Waller of Enon Tabernacle Baptist Church in Philadelphia preached to his 12,000-member congregation over the internet as well.
Our goal is to provide as much spiritual support and normalcy in the lives of our members and community as possible.
Jewish worshipers joined together virtually for a morning prayer service through Congregation Israel in Springfield, New Jersey. Faith leaders say it's also a good time to practice self-care and self-reflection and to not get discouraged. And News 3 Now is offering viewings of the weekly Apostolic Mass this weekend. In addition to the regular 6 a.m. Mass on Sunday, it will also be shown Saturday at 5 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. Bishop Donald Hying is officiating the service this weekend. For those working at home, it is a brand new experience that takes a lot of adjusting.
It sure does. And like many Americans, Javier and Sabrina Mercedes are working from home while also taking care of 2 kids. But this is not a new experience. They've been doing it for about 2 years. One works in the healthcare technology industry. The other is a YouTube creator. The couple takes turns with the kids, allowing each other time to focus on the kids. A wellness journalist who works from home has some advice if you're trying to do this as well.
I would say wake up, shower, do your routine as you would if you're going into the office.
Livingston says it's also important to set work hours, take breaks, and get some exercise. After 3 days of big gains, there was some profit taking on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials fell 915 points, closing at 21,636. Despite that big drop, the Dow posted its best weekly gain since 1938. The Nasdaq lost 48. The S&P 500 gave up 88. Well, we've received a lot of questions over the past few days about what the financial stimulus could mean for you.
Andrew Rachovsky is Professor Emeritus of Public Affairs and Applied Economics at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and he's joining us by Zoom to help make sense of all of this. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Could you tell us, where is this stimulus money coming from?
The money is coming from the federal government. Most of it being borrowed.
Okay, now we're supposed to get checks from the government. Do we have to pay that back, and is it taxed?
Two questions. One, no, we don't have to pay it back. In fact, technically, it is a refundable credit that is going to appear on next year's taxes, and it is not taxable.
And who gets this money?
It will go to most Americans, households and individuals, although not all, to individuals, single filers with incomes of under $75,000, couples with incomes under $150,000, $1,200 per individual, so $2,400 per couple, and an additional $500 per child under the age of 17, so through 16.
How about if you're on social... Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that people with incomes above that level, the credit will be phased out, the payment will be phased out. So for a couple of you have adjusted gross income over $198,000, you will not get anything.
All right, how about if you're on Social Security? Do you still get a check?
Absolutely. Definitely you will get a check. This is not restricted to people who actually have to pay income tax. Basically, everyone will get a check. There are a few people who will be missed in the system with very low incomes or who don't pay taxes. But basically, everyone, Social Security payers or not, will get a check.
So we have actually received this question, which we'd like to ask you. If people move recently, how are they going to know where to send the check to?
Good question. So the good news is that for most Americans, the IRS already has information about your bank account, your bank information, because you so that they can direct deposit your tax refund. And for those people, 80% of all tax filers, it'll go automatically to your bank. They won't have to know where you lived. For other people, it will be mailed. So if you've moved recently, the most important thing is to tell the post office, to give them a forwarding address. Although you can also send in a form. You could do that in the next few days. Send in a form to the IRS, an address change form. I think it's number 8822, the form number.
All right, how about these free interest loans that we're hearing about to small businesses?
I think that's a very, very important part of this whole plan, because basically the economy is going to go into a recession, and what's really important is to support the economy, to support businesses so they don't fail. And so when we get over this, whenever it is, over the virus, these small restaurants, small businesses will be able to come back. And so the way the loan system works is that you get a loan at zero interest, and if you use the loan to pay your employees or to repay their benefits or to pay your rent, something that's essential to keeping the business, at the end of the loan period, the government will, and that'll be really important in supporting small businesses.
Absolutely. All right, well, some great information, Professor. Thanks for being with us today. Have a great weekend and stay healthy.
Great. Thank you.
Still to come at 4, with stay-at-home orders in effect, we're living more and more of our lives online.
Oh, my goodness, we certainly are. Is the nation's internet structure strong enough, though, to take on all this extra use? We'll talk to an internet expert from Madison College coming up right after Chris's First Warn forecast.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. We're offering Chevy owners complimentary OnStar Crisis Assist services and Wi-Fi data. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free financing for 84 months with deferred payments for 120 days on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home. It's just our way of doing our part.
Once weekly Ozempic is helping many people with type 2 diabetes like James lower their blood sugar. A majority of adults who took Ozempic reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it.
Here's your A1C.
Oh, my A1C is under 7.
And you may lose weight. Adults who took Ozempic lost on average up to 12 pounds.
I lost almost 12 pounds.
Oh.
For those also with known heart disease, Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events such as heart attack, stroke, or death.
It lowers the risk.
Oh.
And I only have to take it once a week.
Oh. Ozempic is not for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not share needles or pens. Don't reuse needles. Do not take Ozempic if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Ozempic. Stop taking Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, itching, rash, or trouble breathing. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Tell your doctor if you have diabetic retinopathy or vision changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Common side effects are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, and constipation. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Once weekly Ozempic is helping me reach my blood sugar goal.
You may pay as little as $25 per prescription. Ask your healthcare provider today about once weekly Ozempic.
Prepping your pantries and bathrooms? I would also urge you to consider natural ways to support your immune system to keep the viruses away. Hi, I'm Tim O'Brien, owner of the Healthy Place Apple Wellness. For weeks now, we have been building inventory in the most important product categories like immune and lungs. With demand surging beyond anyone's expectation, we can't guarantee that every item will stay in stock. Our commitment is to keep the essentials available. Stop by one of our 4 Madison locations or check us out online at findyourhealthyplace.com.
Ever since we opened Culver's, community has meant the world to us, especially in times like these when the going gets tough. That's why we're keeping our drive-thrus open, continuing to cook every meal to order as if you were a guest in our home. We want to be here for you, today and every day, sharing our smile and safely serving with all our heart. Caring for you and your family, it's our pleasure. Together, we'll get through this.
Well, take a look at this. Neighbors in Hamburg, Germany have no excuse to avoid exercising during the crisis. While Germany's public life has been brought to a halt, a freelance fitness trainer is keeping people busy for at least 30 minutes a day, hoping to keep the spirit up without breaking the rules. The 19-year-old was encouraging a whole block of his neighbors with easy exercises, and people of all ages were happily following the lead.
I love that.
He's got a little phone and a boombox. He's playing music.
That's great. I just get nervous when they're bouncing up and down on balconies, though.
It's pretty good.
But it looks pretty solid.
You know, I miss that. I'm going to have to start doing that. I miss exercise.
Well, we can have our own little,
we can have a little thing.
Channel 3
as long as we're
thing.
6 feet apart?
Exactly, somehow. We'll make it work.
All right, we'll put Chris in charge of this.
Yeah. You're on deck, Chris.
Chris Reese over in the Weather Center.
Let's see what I can do.
All right.
All right. We are tracking another round of showers and thunderstorms that'll be coming our direction overnight and into tomorrow. Some of those could be on the stronger side. We're going to be watching that very closely. Your full forecast is next.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinen.
A response to the coronavirus, the equivalent of 1/2 of the annual federal budget, was necessary and responsible. Its impact was felt immediately. Of course, politics entered into the equation, and there is spending that is glaringly misplaced. Perfection is not something of which any Congress, and especially this Congress, is capable. But it was appropriately bold and comprehensive. And it passed the Senate unanimously, the symbolic importance of which cannot be overstated. We as a nation desperately need leadership right now that is bipartisan and collaborative, embodying the hopes of a fearful and sometimes skeptical citizenry. More tough votes are ahead, and more investment, especially in healthcare, is needed. We're looking to our Wisconsin delegation for that leadership and continued bipartisanship. If not now, it's hard to imagine when.
Sunroom savings season is here. Four Seasons has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 20 to 30%. Everything from decks and pergolas to screen rooms, porch conversions, patio rooms, sunrooms, and our new life room with retractable screens are on sale now. Let CoolView show you how to tame your backyard and improve your lifestyle. Call for a free backyard survey, design, and quote.
Get a new view from CoolView.
I didn't choose this exact type of metastatic breast cancer, but I did pick Clarity by knowing I have a treatment that goes right at it.
Discover Piqray, a treatment that specifically targets PIK3CA mutations in HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC. Piqray is taken with fulvestrant after progression on hormone therapy and helps people live longer without disease progression. Do not take Piqray if you've had severe allergic reactions to it or any of its ingredients. Piqray can cause serious side effects, including severe allergic and skin reactions, high blood sugar levels and diarrhea that are common and can be severe, and pneumonitis. Tell your doctor right away if you have symptoms of severe allergic reactions or high blood sugar while taking Piqray. Your doctor will monitor your blood sugar before and during treatment, and more often if you have type 2 diabetes. Before starting, tell your doctor if you have a history of diabetes, skin reactions, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Common side effects include rash, nausea, tiredness, weakness, decreased appetite, mouth sores, vomiting, weight loss, hair loss, and changes in some blood tests. Ask your doctor about Piqray.
When their cry is a different kind of cry.
When you know they're sick, but are afraid to know how sick they really are.
That's when you want answers. When you need answers.
Because when it's your child,
your baby,
it's different.
This is where you'll find doctors unlike any other doctors, where we treat the untreatable and conquer the seemingly unconquerable. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. We're offering Chevy owners complimentary OnStar Crisis Assist services and Wi-Fi data. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free financing for 84 months with deferred payments for 120 days on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home. It's just our way of doing our part.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Here we are watching the setup as we move into the weekend now. We're going to see a chance for some stronger storms throughout parts of the upper Midwest going into the weekend. We'll see what type of impact that has on us right here in south central Wisconsin. This is the setup right now. We actually have a warm front towards the south that has stalled out as it works its way towards the panhandle of Oklahoma. There's an area of low pressure right along it. That's moving through the state of Missouri. But for us, we are going to focus on this area of low pressure that you see right here in Colorado. That's on the eastern side of the Rockies. What that's ultimately going to do as we go through time is that's going to bring a much stronger warm front towards the north. And as it does so, this is going to tap into instability coming in from that warm, humid air down south and ultimately develop a round of showers and thunderstorms tonight and into tomorrow afternoon, especially as this cold front begins to work its way towards the south. That's where some of those showers and thunderstorms could be at their strongest. We do have some of those cloudy skies out there right now. We're staying dry though. 55 is our temperature. Winds are coming out of the east and southeast at about 8 miles per hour. So it's a light easterly and southeasterly wind there, but 55 in Monroe as well. Same for our friends in Janesville, Platteville at 56, Boscobel coming in at 58. La Crosse and Black River Falls are both 1 degree away from 60 as of now, but there are no showers or thunderstorms that we are seeing on the map here in Wisconsin. There are a few as you work your way just towards the south. We're talking parts of northern Illinois right now. We're also seeing some strong severe thunderstorms across parts of southwestern Missouri as we speak, and those are getting ready to move into an environment that is more unstable. So this is where we're going to see more of the showers and thunderstorms as we head into tonight. Tomorrow, we take this risk we push it towards the north just a little bit. So now you're seeing places such as Madison that are in the slight risk for severe weather. This is a level 2 out of 5 in Madison. That means isolated instances of severe storms are possible. But then you work your way towards parts of Illinois. This is where we have the moderate risk. This is a level 4 out of 5. Places in the red here could be in for a pretty long and pretty dangerous day tomorrow. But again, that's just towards the south. If you have family here or folks that you love, you may want to give them a heads up just to make sure that they are aware. Let me go ahead and show you how things are going to play out as we go through time. We'll see the rounds of showers out there tonight. Most of those will be showers. It's possible you get a rumble of thunder or two, but for the most part, things are going to be fairly quiet. Here we are tomorrow afternoon now. This is 3:30. We start to see the stronger storms develop at this point. Places in parts of Illinois, this is when they are getting in on the worst of the weather, but then we move towards 5:30 and 7 o'clock. Well, this is where we will see some of those stronger storms moving into southern Wisconsin. And the bigger story is going to be the heavy rainfall that's associated with this, folks. We're talking thunderstorms that could drop over an inch of rain in a short amount of time. So when you combine the severe factor along with the fact that we have heavy rain, we've gone ahead and made Saturday an alert day. Just pay very close attention to that as we go through your time. But then early next week, we see sunshine. A couple of dry days are in the forecast. We'll watch Thursday for a chance of showers and then another chance for some showers and thunderstorms by the time we get you towards next Saturday and Sunday. But this weekend, make sure that you are weather aware as we track an evolving forecast. We'll keep you up to date tomorrow morning and the rest of tonight as well.
All right, Chris, thank you so much.
Well, with everyone trying to stay socially distant, that means a lot of people are using the internet to stream movies and TV shows as well as continue working and learning.
But can the internet handle all of this? Madison College security architect Jesse LeGroux joins us over the phone with the answer. Welcome to Live at 4, Jesse.
Thank you for having me.
So, with all of this happening, can the internet handle this?
The short answer is yes. The internet is very resilient to allow for people to connect to a variety of services. The largest challenge we're going to run into is localized disturbances and rural communities that may not have good internet service to begin with, not to mention what happens when a lot of people are trying to access these resources.
Now, in Europe, they asked Netflix to not do high-definition video, but that's not the case here.
That's not the case here yet. There is the belief that the services we have today will continue to function without any worry. There is the availability of being able to do certain things such as downscaling videos and consuming less bandwidth to allow the rest of the community to use it, but that's not a concern at the moment.
Good.
What do you suggest for individual households who, let's say you have two people that are trying to work from home, maybe one might be doing a Zoom conference, and then you've got another child who might be gaming. How do you share the bandwidth there and keep everything up to speed?
There are a couple of different options. One, I would always recommend for everyone, if you don't need it, turn it off. So limit your internet usage. There are also a lot of deals out there right now, and internet service providers and cellular providers are offering either free upgraded services or new services that people may have not used already. So, talk to everyone in your household, try to spread the usage, and if everyone's using the internet, also consider using your cellular service in addition, so you are using different networks and allowing more space for everyone else.
So let's say you're watching a movie and it starts buffering and it locks up. Is there anything you can do? Just wait till fewer people are on?
That's one thing you can do. One thing I would recommend if you're using your own internet connection at home or if you're using wireless, try being directly plugged into your cable modem or your router or your DSL modem. Another option is use cellular instead. You might find out that everyone's trying to use your local internet service provider, but your cellular is relatively free. So trying that will give you a lot of different options.
So bottom line, the internet should be able to handle all of this. Is that correct?
Bottom line is the internet will be fine, but for us, we just want to take a look locally and find out how we can better utilize our service once we do notice issues. We will notice issues, but in the long run, the internet will be fine, and we always have ways to improve it.
That is the good news. All right, Jesse, thanks for being with us today. I'm glad we have you on the phone, not using up the internet. We'll see you later.
Be well.
Bye.
There's more to come at 4. Coming up, we'll get a look at what's coming up this weekend on CBS Sunday Morning.
And tonight at 5, a group of Madison sub shop employees say they are not getting paid for work they've already done. We'll have that story for you ahead at 5.
Your business is your pride and joy. You raised it with hard work, from nothing but a dream. And since you care so much, naturally you want to protect it from harm. That's where we come in. Because a great insurance policy is not a necessary evil. It's the best way to keep your business happy, healthy, and profitable. And that is the silver lining. Pamper your business with a policy from West Bend.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. We're offering Chevy owners complimentary OnStar Crisis Assist services and Wi-Fi data. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free financing for 84 months with deferred payments for 120 days on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home. It's just our way of doing our part.
At U.S. Cellular, we're building a powerful new 5G network that breaks down barriers. Because it's only fair that you get uninterrupted service, so you can work without obstacles and stream without disruptions. 5G, now available in Wisconsin. Unlimited data starts at $30 a month. It's the best value in wireless. Switch today for just $30 a month with 4 lines. U.S. Cellular. Choose fair.
These days, it's hard to tell the difference between judges and politicians. I'm Jill Karofsky. I'm running for the Supreme Court to stop corruption.
Jill Karofsky, mother of 2, prosecutor, trial court judge.
On the Supreme Court, I'll make decisions based on the law and its impact on real people, not corporate donors.
Jill is supported by law enforcement across Wisconsin for her record as a tough, fair, independent judge. Jill Karofsky for Wisconsin Supreme Court.
Lee Cowan joins us from Los Angeles for a preview of what's coming up this weekend on CBS Sunday Morning. Hi, Lee.
Hi, Mark. I hope you're doing well. We are once again broadcasting from a makeshift studio here in Los Angeles because our New York studios are closed because of the coronavirus outbreak. As you might imagine, we're going to spend an awful lot of time on the show talking about how America's coping with it, starting with our Dr. John LaPook, who's going to take a look at what this huge spike in the number of cases and the number of deaths actually means for all of us going forward. The other big number, of course, that spiked this week was the jobless numbers. We're going to take a look at that and some of the companies who are actually hiring people instead of laying them off. We're also going to take a look at some of the challenges and some of the successes of working from home, our new reality for most of us. But we're also going to have a conversation with Jane Pauley and actress Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew Broderick. We all need a break from all this bad news for a little bit, so we're looking to them to provide just a little bit of that, at least. That and a lot more coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, we do need a little break. All right, we'll see you on Sunday morning, Lee. Thank you. Stay well.
Thanks, Mark. Stay healthy.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years. Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only 1 pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
Did you know
50% of your body weight rests in the middle while you sleep. That's why Sealy's exclusive Posturepedic technology reinforces the center where you need it most. But don't take my word for it. Come to Denver Mattress and see for yourself. Plus, get a free $200 Furniture Row gift certificate with the purchase of select Sealy hybrid mattress sets, and rest easy knowing every mattress comes with our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop Sealy at Denver Mattress today, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
At Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, we know that no two pets are the same. That's why each of our 5 southern Wisconsin locations is wall-to-wall with everything you and your pet need, including dog food, cat food, pet beds, thousands of toys, treats, and chews, and supplies for your small animals, birds, and reptiles too. With so many options, finding what you need is easy. You gotta get down to Mounds and see for yourself. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
My money should work as hard as I do. So I use my Freedom Unlimited card to buy all the latest tech stuff. Today, I'm earning on a charger.
So just the charger then?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Earn 1.5% cash back on everything you buy with Freedom Unlimited. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand, especially now, with 6-month payment relief. Buy a new Ford. We'll defer 3 payments and make 3 payments for peace of mind up to 6 months. Shop at Ford.com or contact your Ford dealer to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. You have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you.
Well, just in time for the weekend, a small company in the UK is offering a pub in a box to provide a night-out experience during the current lockdown. Craft beers, bar snacks, and music quizzes are key elements for a classic British night out on the town. So with that in mind, one brewery puts that all in a box for home delivery. Unsurprisingly, the pub in a box is a huge hit.
Yeah, I would think so.
It's a difficult time for all of us, and it can be hard to find positives like a pub in the box.
Our happiness coach, Christine Whelan, joins us via Zoom with some ways to stay positive during this time. Good afternoon,
Hi, Christine.
Hi there. Good to be on. How are you guys doing?
We're doing okay. How are you doing?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to stay positive. You know, this has really thrown all of us for such a loop. You know, I keep thinking of that analogy of a bell that's been rung, right? And we just have the reverberations from every new bit of information that we get. And just when we calm down, we get some more information in. So for all of us who are struggling a little bit, I am the happiness expert, and I can tell you, you know, it's a challenge for us all.
So what can people do? Because it is, you know, it's difficult to stay centered and grounded at times like this. It's easy to get yanked either way, but what can people do to make sure that they stay centered and try to see the proverbial light at the end of this tunnel?
So first of all, I think it's really important to stay active and to get out for a walk, to talk to your loved ones, to use social media and Zoom and all these other ideas as a way to stay connected. And we also really want to be kind to ourselves during this time. So for me, one of the things that I always advocate when I've talked to you guys in the past is that being pro-social makes us happy, right? Getting out there and helping people makes us as individuals happy, and obviously helps the people that we are reaching out to as well. But right now, it feels like, you know, we're all being encouraged to stay at home, to that's safer at home and shelter in place. So I know a lot of us are kind of thinking about what are my gifts and how can I use them to be particularly useful to other people right now. So I've been doing a lot of introspection, and I encourage everybody to think about how can I help? Because helping not only makes the world a better place, but makes us as individuals feel more in control and happier.
A lot of people are very anxious about this, though, and that can affect you physically as well as mentally.
Absolutely. So the anxiety is real. And for many of us, we try to put on a brave face during the day, and at night we have nightmares, and the demons come out at night. So being gentle with yourself, talking to your doctor, getting the support that you need, I think is very important. Not isolating is hugely important in terms of emotional isolation, right? Physically, we're trying to isolate ourselves, but emotionally, we're going to try to reach out to as many people as possible. And so, those two things don't have to go together, whether it's Zoom happy hours or whether it's calling some relatives, especially those who are elderly and alone, and checking in with people. These are ways that we can really stay emotionally connected as a community.
My group calls those happy hours quarantinis.
Oh, that's like...
I love those quarantinis, I got to tell you. And I'm, I teach a class called Consuming Happiness. And so I'm trying to do happiness hours with my students as well as a way to reach out.
You're probably their favorite professor right at this moment. What would you suggest to people who, this almost feels like cabin fever, right? In the winter, when you're like the dead of winter, like you're itching to get out and do something, and you've got that nervous energy. What do you suggest for people to do with all that energy?
So yes, we have nervous energy. I sort of feel it as like a tingling in my legs that I want to kind of go run a marathon. And I know a lot of people are feeling that too. You can get out and go for a walk. There are plenty of places where you can be active outside, avoiding playgrounds and other public places, but getting outside. There are also wonderful free videos that are being offered for at-home workouts and just jumping around and being active. And if you have young children like me, we have been trying to intersperse some little stay-at-home school stuff with jumping jacks and other activities to stay physically, just physically move. Because the more anxious you are, the more physical activity is really important for that mind and body balance.
Good advice as usual. It's important to stay healthy, stay safe, and be positive.
Yeah.
Christine, thanks for being with us.
Absolutely.
Thanks for being with us
today. Good to see you guys. Thanks.
Right. We'll be right back with a final check of your forecast.
In 1995, Denver Mattress opened its doors to the world. A lot has changed in 25 years, but one thing that stayed the same?
Denver Mattress is still the easiest way to get the right mattress. Shop the 25th anniversary sale today and take 25% off our original Doctor's Choice lineup. Plus, shop in-store or from home, and we'll deliver it free to your doorstep. Plus, get a $300 furniture gift certificate when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic, and 4 years no interest.
Happy birthday, Denver Mattress!
I'm bad. You're stronger than you know. So strong. You power through chronic migraine. 15 or more headache or migraine days a month. One tough mother. You're bad enough for Botox. Botox has been preventing headaches and migraines before they even start for almost 10 years and is the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine treatment. Botox is for adults with chronic migraine. 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Go on with your bad self. You may pay as little as $0 for Botox. Ask your doctor about Botox for chronic migraine. You got this.
Keep your wood floors looking their best with any of Surgenian's 3 hassle-free, dustless, and eco-friendly systems. Options include deep cleaning, clean screen and recoat, or dust-free sanding. Restore your wood floors today. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
As we go through the rest of tonight, look for things to remain cloudy. We'll see chances for showers and even an isolated thunderstorm as temperatures remain steady right around 44 degrees. Into tomorrow, more showers and thunderstorms will come our direction. We'll see those highs topping out 10 degrees warmer in the mid-50s.
Tomorrow on Live at 4, we, of course, will have the latest developments.
Actually, Monday. I'm not coming in tomorrow.
Oh, thank you. I'm not going to come in tomorrow either. Well, we're going to have the latest on the coronavirus pandemic.
And if you're stuck at home, our film critic Will Loper will tell us the best movies and TV shows to stream. We'll be right back.
For the safety of our employees and customers, Denver Mattress will be temporarily closing our doors. While we will continue an online shopping experience with free delivery, we encourage everyone to stay safe, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay at home. Your friends at Denver Mattress.
From American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
My mom was a bank teller, but her hands were so crippled by arthritis she could no longer do her job. She applied for Social Security disability benefits. Like most people, my mom was denied. I'm attorney Don Becker. Don't be embarrassed and don't give up. My mom appealed. You can too. Disability law is all we do.
Call the Becker Law Office, 1-800-254-7766.
We're here at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Tom, people are loving this place.
They sure are, Jerry. Let's go see who Tina's chatting with now.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we have some beautiful ladies joining us. What are you up to tonight, girls?
Girls' night. We're getting some drinks. I want to win that car.
Sounds great. Are you feeling lucky? What's your favorite slot machine? To you guys.
Looks like those ladies are on a mission.
Oh, it's about to go down.
Gaming Madison. Coming together makes us stronger. And Ford is built to lend a hand, especially now, with 6-month payment relief. Buy a new Ford. We'll defer 3 payments and make 3 payments for peace of mind up to 6 months. Shop at Ford.com or contact your Ford dealer to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. You have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you.
For the safety of our employees and customers, Denver Mattress will be temporarily closing our doors. While we will continue an online shopping experience with free delivery, we encourage everyone to stay safe, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay at home. Your friends at Denver Mattress.
Well, we all need a break once in a while from all the bad news that surrounds us.
Sounds like the perfect time to check in with Lola and Louie. The News Sounds have the top animal stories of the week.
It's News Hounds Now Update with Lola and Louie.
This week on the News Hounds, puppies.
Working from home can be a challenge.
And baby lemurs.
But first, coming through. A family of ducks got a fancy police escort in Florida. The feathered family was spotted in the middle of a busy part of town, so a Lakeland police officer personally escorted the group to safety. He walked along with the ducks, helping them through twists and turns and barriers, and ultimately the flock safely made their way into a nearby lake. Lakeland police shared the video, saying even in times of uncertainty, there's always something to smile about.
What's cuter than one new baby lemur? Well, 2 new baby lemurs, of course. The Chester Zoo in the UK says the twins are tiny. They weigh only a few grams and look like tennis balls with tails. Their parents, Dog, yep, that's the dad's name, and Mom Fiona are great parents. The little ones will spend their first few months clinging to Mom, so the zoo doesn't yet know if they're boys or girls. Ringtail lemurs are endangered because of hunters and because their native homes in Madagascar have been cut down.
Working from home under lockdown proved tough for one New Yorker who had to divide his attention between his computer and cuddles. Ginny, an 11-month-old Chow Chow and Golden Retriever mix, didn't appear to take her owner's dilemma seriously as she demanded her owner's undivided attention. Ginny's owner, Kevin P. Johnson, says his dog loves attention and pets. No kidding, Kevin. And you know what? That spreadsheet can probably wait.
And finally, while the humans are home, the puppies will play. 2 puppies from the Atlanta Humane Society got a special treat. Siblings Odie and Carmel, who are at a foster family, had a chance to check out the marine life at the Georgia Aquarium. The puppies watched as fish and sharks swam above them, although they seemed more interested in playing with each other at times. Regardless, it was an adorable outing that